Question 28. Question 28 says the gut theory combines all of the forces of nature except the force of what? Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. How many forces of nature are there? How many fundamental forces? Well, there's electricity. Okay, so this is 1. There's gravity, so this is 2. Strong nuclear force is 3. Weak nuclear force is 4. All other forces in nature are a manifestation of one of these forces. For example, friction, when you are trying to drag a block on a surface, okay, there is a friction here, and when we're learning mechanics, we talk about friction. Coefficient of kinetic friction is proportional to the normal force. We say it's equal to the coefficient of friction mu k times n, and that's equal to the force of friction. Is friction the 5th fundamental force? No, right? It's actually a manifestation of one of these forces. What is it a manifestation of? The electricity. It's also known as electromagnetic force. Electromagnetic force. Okay? So friction is only a manifestation of that. So you could think of all other kinds of forces in nature, which are also a manifestation of one of these forces, right? Okay, so gut theory, these are known as grand unified theories. There's different models of gut theories. Okay, gut theory combines 3 of the forces. It combines the electromagnetic force, electricity. It combines a strong nuclear force and weak nuclear force. Okay, there's also another theory that combines only the electricity and weak nuclear force. It's called the electroweak theory. Electroweak theory. So that one combines the electromagnetic force and the weak nuclear force. Okay? So when you combine, along with the electromagnetic force and the weak nuclear force, when you combine the strong nuclear force, you get grand unified theory. Grand unified theory. Okay, so this one combines which force? It combines electromagnetic and weak and strong nuclear force. Okay, if you combine also gravity with that, what do you get? Okay, well, you get what's known as theory of everything. TOE, theory of everything. And then that combines all the forces of nature, okay? So if you connect this with cosmology, we believe that when the universe first began, there was only one force. It hadn't separated. Right after the Big Bang took place, the first force that separated and became a separate entity was gravity. So when gravity separated from this, you basically had, for a very, very short time period, you had one force of nature known as gut, the gut force, grand unified theory, okay, which was the combination of 3 forces. The next force to separate was the strong nuclear force, okay? When the strong nuclear force separated, you basically had the electroweak force. The next force to separate was the weak nuclear force, and now you had electromagnetic force. And now you had 4 forces of nature. This event took place so fast, 10 to the minus 30 seconds or so. Within a very, very short time after the Big Bang, the 4 forces were separate and acted separately. Now, one of the things that we try to do in our particle accelerators is we tend to collide particles together, so at very, very high energies, because we want to recreate the conditions of the Big Bang, and we want to be able to combine these forces together again. So far in the particle accelerators, we have recreated the conditions of the electroweak force, and we have discovered the particles that exist at those forces, right? So the next thing that we want to be able to do is get to the energies of the gut force, the grand unified theory, okay, and be able to discover particles that exist at those energies, and then eventually be able to get to the energies of the original Big Bang, which are super energetic, right? So there are different theories that they try to explain grand unified theories, and none of them have been accepted so far. There's also a competing theory called string theory and M theory, which also tries to act as grand unified theory and theory of everything. Okay, so this is a very developing field, and in the future we will come to a better understanding of which theory explains the very existence of nature, and which theory explains the existence of these forces and the existence of the universe. So which one is the answer? Now for this one, the gut theory combines all of the forces of nature except the force of gravity. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay, thank you very much.